I'm a speaking coach who doesn't teach people how to speak. What I do is help people to reconnect with who they really are. Because what I've found is that the two go hand in hand. So yes, as I've been on my speaking journey, I've also really been on my self-healing journey. And ultimately, the biggest question I get asked is, what does it take to become a really good speaker? And it is knowing self. It's knowing who you are, so that when you are up there speaking on whatever platform, it doesn't matter what chaos is going on around you, as long as you know who you are and you're staying true to yourself and being authentic, that's what really matters. And then you can start being playful, right? So then if you know who you are, then you can start being really dynamic. And that's what makes a really great speaker on stage. If you don't need slides, or you can jump around with visual aids. You don't need to be like a one-track wonder. You can actually, be creative. And that is when you take things to the next level. So the process, going back to your question, is really getting to understand that. And first, we have to overcome our limitations and what prevents us in becoming that. So the journey that I've been on, I've been through therapy since I was 11 years old. And I think I've pretty much done it all. And however, the one thing that really helped me in my journey was NLP and hypnosis. So that was actually, it's like, when you've got a cut and, I feel like I was just putting a plaster over that infected cut. I wasn't really properly healing. And so actually I was like, how do I dig the grit out? How do I go and properly, I want this to properly heal.
Don't become a doctor.
And this is it. This is how I properly feel like I've healed, is through NLP and hypnosis. So then I became a practitioner myself, because ultimately what I was doing is going through people's narratives, great material that was coming up, but loads of trauma, loads of fear and negative emotions and limiting beliefs and these things that I just didn't know what to do with. So yeah, I was packaging up great stories, but I was not able to help them beyond that. So enabling me to go deeper was actually becoming a practitioner myself. So this is what we do. We heal. We've got 5 core negative emotions: anger, sadness, fear, hurt, and guilt. So we address those. Of course, fear is the number one that I work with, because people come with that fear of speaking. However, it's never normally the fear of speaking, right? When we get underneath that, it's actually judgment. It's, what will they think of me? What if they play the what if game? What if I don't sound like an expert, or if I don't know, say something silly, or if I trip over on the stage, or if right? So it's that fear of not actually being loved, being liked by others. And that fear of not being loved is not feeling enough. So this is what we really go and address, is go and actually then, once we've cleared those negative emotions, we look at limiting beliefs. I'm just not good at this. Well, if you're telling yourself you're not good at something, right, then you're probably not going to be good at it. So we have to reprogram the way that we communicate with ourselves. That's the number one most important form of communication, is the narrative that goes on up here.